Have you ever been told that your French is outdated or old-fashioned? If you are trying to relearn French after years or maybe decades of not practicing, I bet you're trying to get back to the level where you were before, but with modern vocabulary. If that's you, then you are in the right place. If you want to keep your French fresh and relevant, it's important to introduce some French slang to your vocabulary knowledge. In today's lesson, I will introduce you to some modern, up-to-date colloquial expressions that you can use in your French conversations, no matter your age or your level. C'est parti! C'est chaud. C'est chaud is a good example of why you would want to stay up to date in your informal French. Because it can mean it's hot, as in attention, c'est chaud. Be careful, it's hot. Attention, c'est chaud. And there is more to say about chaud, of course. You'll find more details in the written lesson with extra resources in the blog post for today's lesson on my website. Just click in the link in the video description and it's all free. But in everyday spoken French, we would more often use c'est chaud as in it's difficult. For example, c'est chaud d'apprendre tous les verbes en français. It's hard to learn all the French verbs. C'est chaud d'apprendre tous les verbes en français. J'ai un train dans 10 minutes, ça va être chaud. I have a train in 10 minutes. It's going to be difficult to catch it. J'ai un train dans 10 minutes. Ça va être chaud. Or you can use it as a simple adjective as well. Le test était chaud, mais je pense que ça va aller. The test was hot, difficult, hard, but I think it will be fine. Le test était chaud, mais je pense que ça va aller. There is also a meaning of hardcore or too much. For example, tu as vu ce qu'il a fait? C'est chaud. Did you see what he just did? That's really hardcore. Tu as vu ce qu'il a fait? C'est chaud. Or with a roommate, for example, bon, Lionel, j'ai pas de problème avec ta vaisselle sale, mais là, c'est chaud quand même. Well, Lionel, usually I don't have a problem with dirty dishes, but now that's becoming too much, I have to say. Bon, Lionel, j'ai pas de problème avec ta vaisselle sale, mais là, c'est chaud quand même. Kiffer means to love. Aimer in French, aimer, or apprécier, to enjoy. So it's very popular, especially with younger people. It's not very common to hear it from older people, but you can hear it a lot in French conversations and in French media. For example, je kiffe ce groupe, je kiffe ce groupe. I like this band, je kiffe ce groupe. On est là pour kiffer. We are here to have a good time. On est là pour kiffer. Or even, je te kiffe. I like you or I love you, but with less formality. Je te kiffe. It comes from an Arab word, le kiff, meaning pleasure and good time. Like, c'est le gros kiff. C'est le gros kiff. That's a very enjoyable moment. C'est le gros kiff. Relou is our first verlan for today. It means annoying.
T'es relou quand tu fais ça.
Le verlan is a type of French slang where you are reading words backwards. For instance, if you take à l'envers meaning backwards, à l'envers or the other way around, and you switch it around, it becomes à verlan, or for short, le verlan, which is this kind of slang. Relou comes from lourd with the silent D. Lourd. Lourd means heavy, like ton sac est lourd, your bag is heavy. Ton sac est lourd. Remember the silent D. But sometimes it can mean annoying as well, like in...
J'ai faim. On peut se tutoyer? Ouais, hein, ouais. Sympa. T'es lourd.
Poser un lapin should be a cute thing. It literally means putting a rabbit on something. Well, in French slang, it actually means he stood me up. Il m'a posé un lapin. Il m'a posé un lapin. And this is less cute. Don't go around and put rabbits on French people. Except literally, I guess.
Effectivement, je crois qu'il nous a posé un lapin.
We also say planter quelqu'un. Planter quelqu'un is to stud someone up colloquially. Like, il m'a planté au dernier moment. Il m'a planté au dernier moment. He bailed at the last moment. He left me high and dry. Il m'a planté au dernier moment. It is not like se planter, to make a mistake. Se planter, as in, oh non, je me suis planté d'arrêt. Oh no, I left at the wrong stop. Oh non, je me suis planté d'arrêt. Or even rester planté, which is different. Rester planté is to stay put. Like, aide-moi, reste pas planté là. Help me, don't simply stand and stare. Aide-moi, reste pas planté là. There are other very interesting uses of planter that you will find in the blog post for today's lesson. But finally, planter quelqu'un is of course not the same as planter un légume to plant a vegetable either. Planter un légume. In colloquial French, se faire des films means to fantasize, like making movies in your head. Se faire des films. The pronoun se here is very important because Perrine fait des films means Perrine is making movies. She is a director, for example. While Perrine se fait des films is Perrine is imagining things. Perrine se fait des films. For instance, il ne va pas t'appeler « Arrête de te faire des films ». He's not going to call you « Stop making movies in your head ». Il ne va pas t'appeler « Arrête de te faire des films ». Another example. Oh, personne ne lui en veut. Elle se fait des films, c'est tout. Oh, nobody's holding any grudge against her. She's just being delusional, that's all. Oh, personne ne lui en veut. Elle se fait des films, c'est tout. Now, of course, it is close to fantasmer, to fantasize, or un fantasme, a fantasy. But un fantasme and fantasmer tend to be more explicit sexual fantasies. You'll find more in-depth discussion on fantasy in French in the blog post for today's lesson on my website. But for now, let me clear up that un fantasme has nothing to do in French with un fantôme, which is a ghost. Except in some rare occasions, I guess. Vachement is a very funny French colloquial word. Literally, it means like a cow. But in everyday French, it always means très for very or beaucoup for a lot.
Ça vous a plu? Ouais, vachement.
C'est vachement bien is informal. C'est vachement bien. It means it's really good. That's very good. You can replace it by c'est très bien if you want or c'est super bien. C'est très bien, c'est super bien, c'est vachement bien. All mean the same. We also have il y a vachement de monde. Il y a vachement de monde. There's a lot of people, which is an informal way to say il y a beaucoup de monde. Il y a beaucoup de monde. In modern colloquial French, we very often use trop, that means too much, instead of très, that means very. Like c'est trop bien, that literally means it's too good, but actually means that's very good. Of course, you'll need the context to decide if trop is a colloquial use that means très or if it actually means too much. For example, oh, tu es trop gentille, merci beaucoup. Oh, you're too nice, thank you so much. Here it's a colloquial way to say you're very kind, thank you. It's different from oh, tu es trop gentille, arrête de te laisser faire. Here it means oh, you are too much of a nice person, stop being a pushover. We are using the real meaning of trop. This is too much, you have to do something about it. Se prendre la tête literally means to take your own head. Se prendre la tête. But it's not about Saint-Denis or anything like that. In modern colloquial French, we use the expression to mean to stress out. It's a bit like holding your brain hostage to the worry. For example, ça fait 1 heure que je me prends la tête sur ce problème. Ça fait 1 heure que je me prends la tête sur ce problème. I have been stressing out on this problem for an hour. Ça fait 1 heure que je me prends la tête sur ce problème. We also have détends-toi, tu te prends trop la tête. Relax, you're over-worrying. Détends-toi, tu te prends trop la tête. It is colloquial, but it has rules. It is not je prends ma tête, or you are straight back in Saint-Denis territory again. It is specifically je me prends la tête. And that's how it is. You can take someone else's head as well. Like for example, arrête, tu me prends la tête. Stop, you are bothering me. Arrête, tu me prends la tête. As in, you're confronting me and I don't like it. Arrête, tu me prends la tête. You can also have il lui a pris la tête toute la soirée. Il lui a pris la tête toute la soirée. He's been bugging her the whole evening. Il lui a pris la tête toute la soirée. So if you ever hear this expression in a French conversation, it is not about taking someone's head off. Or is it? Congratulations! You'll find a lot more about this topic in today's blog post for the lesson. You will find the link below the video in the description. Or now that you've seen a few modern slang words and expressions, you can keep on this topic with more modern French slang in this video right here. Just click on your screen. I will see you in the next lesson. Allez, salut!